Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm going to share with you how to make this fun fold card using the Sparkling Snowflakes bundle and the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. And this is also a gift card holder. So to get started, we're going to punch first using the snowflake punch, Sparkling Snowflakes tag topper punch. This piece of white paper is 3 by 1 7/8. It's just enough to go all the way in, and then you punch it. You've got that nice piece right there. Get all that out of the way. And then this piece is 2.5 by 2.5, and we're going to stamp the Merry Christmas in the middle first, because I'm using the Merry Christmas greeting from the Regal Reindeer stamp set. It's red rubber, so I can't see through it. I'm going to open up the real red ink. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in the middle. Oh, fudge. So now we've got a little mistake. So I obviously rocked my block, so I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to try that again. And try not to rock the block. There we go, much better. And so next I'm going to use from the new Hexagon bundle and Night of Navy. This stamp is photopolymer, so I can actually see through it. Tap, tap, tap. So I can line this up and then just let that ink soak in for a few seconds. Voila, love it. So I use the red rubber first, and then the photopolymer. And now I'm going to bring in the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. And oh, it's kind of hard to grip, so I think on my last video I shared with you that you can just use a sticky note to extend it for gripping purposes. And I'm going to line that up as close as I can get it. Let's see. I think that's it. Punch it out. Then this piece I'm going to go ahead and right down the middle, I'm going to put some adhesive. Now I've got a little piece of this beautiful ribbon that's on part of the online exclusives. And I'm going to, let's see, I want just a little bit to hang out there at the bottom. And then I want to loop this. There's that sticky strip right there. Make sure I make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Gonna loop that like so. And then I'm gonna use my dimensionals to pop it up and secure those pieces right there. I'm going to set this one aside for a couple of minutes And then when we're ready to put our card together, we'll do that. I went ahead and I got some vellum. And this is the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder that I put the vellum through. And that is going to layer on top of this piece of Night of Navy. And the trick for this one is using the glue dots. And what I'm gonna do is, this is the raised side, so this side here that's soft, I'm just gonna put it in the middle of the snowflakes. Just like that. Just kind of put them out there. And this is what I'm going to adhere right on to the top. And you can't really see the adhesive, which is really amazing. This one's popping up a little, so let's go ahead and add another dimensional to the back of that one. Next, on the left side of the back, I want a little strip of adhesive because I've got this Starry Sky ribbon that I am going to wrap. I'm going to wrap it twice. Just add your little adhesive right there. Just like that. I'm just going to move it aside, just like that. So now I'm going to put this piece aside and we're going to do the card base. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but the card base is 4 1/4 by 11. Go ahead and fold that, burnish the score lines. Oh, and it's scored at 5 1/2 and 8 1/4. This part is going to be where the gift card goes in. But first, we need to stamp. So I'm going to get out this beautiful stamp in Balmy Blue. Tap, tap, tap. I could always turn it over, but I think I like that. It gives it character. Tap. Okay, and so then we've got the small snowflake that doesn't have the detail to it. That's what I'm calling it. It doesn't have detail. The big stamp we just used has detail, and this is the stamp that we're going to use, and it's going to be the color on color. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. And then while we have our ink out, let's go ahead and get our piece of white. And we're going to use the detailed snowflake stamp in the corner. This is 5 1/4 by 4. Just double check. Yep, we're done with the blue. And then our Make This Season Sparkle. is what we're going to stamp in the Night of Navy. Just like that. Make the seasons sparkle. Go ahead and adhere down this piece right here to the card base. And what I like to do is get it as close to centered as possible. Hold down one side, lift up the other, and then apply my adhesive. And I'm going to go ahead and add my little snowflake. As close to the left side and centered as possible. And next I'm going to bring in my silicone sheet because this next step is important. Because we're going to add our adhesive very, very little bit, like 1/8 of an inch on each side. But before we do that, we're going to get back out our hexagon punch because we're going to use it to create that little indentation in the middle. But I wanted to wait till after we put our little tag on there. So you just punch that little spot out there. And now we can come in just a little bit of adhesive. And we're using our silicone sheet to keep our workspace from getting sticky. So we're going to do the same thing for the other side. And so now our card fits right inside, just like that. Okay. Now we are going to work on finishing the front. And again, we just want adhesive just on the one side. Now the reason we put this centered piece down first is so that when I bring in the top, I can put it directly on top. Just like that. Now we're ready to bring in our little Merry Christmas tag. We're going to take off all of those backings from the dimensionals. Put that approximately in the middle. And then we're just going to ever so slightly trim down the ribbon. And the reason for that is so that it will fit into the envelope. And the last thing to finish our card is to bring in the embellishments. And this one we're going to use 3. One big one right in the middle and 2 small ones, one on each side. And that is our card. Fun Fold gift card. Oh, and of course we want to add some of these white pieces. I almost forgot. How could I forget that? And so normally, and I guess you can kind of see a little bit here and a little bit here where the vellum, you can see the adhesive. And so we're going to cover that up with this embellishment. Couldn't see it earlier, but I see it now. Put one here and one there. Embellishments are great for covering up that adhesive from the vellum. And that is our Fun Fold gift card using 2 of our new bundles. Happy stamping!